Hello, my name is Nicole, and I don't know how to start this off, but I'm just gonna bluntly just say, I used to trick men out of their money. Well, I used to rob men. I would drug them, not to the point where it would kill them, but to the point where they would be knocked out, and I would steal from them, whether it was watches or electronics or cash, you name it. I would steal from them. I'll lead them on, and then right when they're in a vulnerable situation, I'll steal from them. I know a lot of you are judging me, and I get it. I'm a shitty person. And after I get done telling this story, a lot of you are gonna probably think this is karma. And you could be right. It probably is. I probably deserve what happened to me. And I do regret everything that I've done. And I wish I could take back the things I've done. But I can't. I can only move forward. So this is why I'm telling this story. But like I said, I would steal from men. But there was this one particular guy that I tried this mess with, and it almost cost me my life. This happened 2 years ago. I was matched up with a date on Tinder. He was a really nice looking guy, but that's not what drew me to him. Yep, you guessed it. It was his money. He said on his bio that he makes about $30 million a year. That means that he makes over $1 million a month. My next victim, I said with the biggest grin on my face. I messaged him, and he replied back to me. We text back and forth on the app for about a few hours before we exchanged numbers and social medias to follow each other on. After that, he asked me out on a date, and I accept. I knew this was gonna be an easy target. This guy seemed desperate for a woman, and I know he was gonna let his guard down. That's what I was thinking. And like I said, I know I'm a horrible person, but I wasn't prepared for what was gonna happen later on. After that, I went off to bed, and then the next day, I got ready for the date. It was around 5 p.m, and he booked this beautiful restaurant that we were gonna eat out at. When I got at the restaurant, I waited for him. About 15 minutes later, he showed up. An hour had passed, and I was really enjoying myself. And there was a small part of me that kinda almost didn't want to do what I was about to do. But eventually, I got over it, and I went ahead and put my plan into motion. When my date went to go to the bathroom, that's when I pulled out some strong sleeping medicine that would have made him fall asleep very quickly. I put it in his drink, and I stirred it around, and I waited for him to come back. He eventually came back from the bathroom. He sat down, and he was about to grab his drink. But then all of a sudden, he said something out of the blue. What he said kind of threw me off guard. Hey Nicole, do you want to go with me somewhere really special? He continued to say, I promise you, you're going to like this little surprise I have in store for you. I was upset that he didn't even touch his drink, but I figured since he's offering to take me somewhere, I can try again, and this time I won't fail. So I took him up on his offer. I got inside of his car, and we drove for about 45 minutes until we stopped at a place that was full of forests and mountains. Then he told me to get out of the car, and so I did. When we got out of the car, my date was looking at the mountains while smoking a cigar. And then he said something that gave me chills. You must think I'm dumb, Nicole. I saw what you did to my drink. I know all about you. Every single guy that I talked to that you dated warned me about you. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here because of what you done to my brother. how you deceived him and how you stole from him. How he actually thought that he had a chance at finding him a good relationship just for you to take all of his money and cause him to go bankrupt. He ended his life because of you. I was in shock. He caught on to what I was doing. But instead of confessing, I tried to lie my way out of the situation, and that only made things worse. I told him, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know your brother. I wasn't trying to steal money from you, if that's what you were thinking. Why would you accuse me of something so dumb? Shut up, he scoffed it at me. He continued to tell me, you want to know a little secret, Nicole? When you matched with me, I already knew what you were about. I came here because I need to get rid of you. Women like you shouldn't exist. You steal money from hard-working men instead of making your own money. You have no value in this world. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you pay for what you done to my brother, and you're gonna pay with your life. Before I can even get a word in to respond to him, he pulled out a gun. I tried pleading with him the best way that I could because I didn't want my life to end. I told him, look, please, look, don't do this. There has to be another way that I can pay for what I did. I'll turn myself into the authorities. Just don't kill me. I pleaded with him, but there was no pleading with him. He wanted me gone. I could see the look in his eyes. So I had to do something drastic. I walked it closer to him, closer to the gun, to make him think I was giving up my life. But the minute I got closer, I pulled something out of my pocket so fast that he didn't have time to react. I pepper sprayed him in his eyes, and then I grabbed his gun and I knocked him out on the head with it. He fell down to the ground, and then he tumbled off the cliff of the mountain we were standing on. I looked down and I saw his body. It was really messed up. It was very gruesome, but I'm gonna spare you the details. After he fell to his death, I took his car and I drove out of there without regretting anything. The only thing I regret was doing what I was doing to a bunch of men, taking their monies and leaving them. I did report to the authorities about what happened, but I didn't tell the truth. I just told them that I saw a man jump off a cliff, and there was no one there that can put me at the scene of the crime, so no one's gonna know what actually happened. I blame myself for this. It was on me. I put myself in this situation by robbing and stealing money from men, and so now, not only do I have to feel guilty about what I've done when it comes to robbing people, now I gotta feel guilty about being a murderer. This is my karma.